Yeah, you support ours. That's the point. I love how you have this long dialogue about philosophy and life and the structure of the economy. And this guy right here just goes in. He's like, "You support the Republicans." Apparently my entire value as a person is whether I'm in bucket A or bucket B. Do you not understand, J. Crew, that you're the problem? You're the problem. All your complaints when you go and you do your little hipster thing and you have your little man bun and you get on your little scooter and you drive through and you complain to people and you wear your white man for Harris t-shirt on and you tell all your friends how the world is just going to be a better place if they all vote for Team Blue. And every single person who's on Team R is the problem. And they're the ones who destroyed society. Team R has only been in charge of the White House for 4 of the last 16 years. So 3/4 of the problem, if they're proportional, should be on the blue side. And you're just going to go pull that lever again for blue. Because here's the thing, you're propagandized. And there's not Team R versus Team D. It was when it was Bush versus Clinton. It was when it was Jeb Bush going to run against Hillary Clinton. Trump came in as this big bowling ball and basically completely changed the dynamics of American politics. And now you just got this bizarro unity party where strange bedfellows are together. You got J.D. Vance and Bill Ackman and Tulsi Gabbard and Robert Kennedy and Donald Trump and all these people. And they just don't make sense. They normally don't fit together. They shouldn't fit together. Robert Kennedy fitting together with Elon Musk? I don't see how that jigsaw comes together. It's a unity party ticket. It's not Republican. It's something completely new and different that we've never really seen before. It's the birth of a new political party, much like when the Whigs collapsed and the Republicans sprang up from the ashes of that in the 1850s in American history. So where this goes and what happens with it, Trump's very old. He's only going to last one term if elected, and there's going to be a great reset in 2028. And there's going to be the biggest political fight you've ever seen in your life. Now, if Trump is elected, here's my prediction. We are going to have 4 straight years of people going batshit insane. 4 straight years. Just literally saying America will then split into 2 Americas, and we will be living in mutually exclusive realities. One will be saying, hey, actually, things are getting better. The economy's improving. Hey, we're not going to war anymore. This is great. Troops are coming home. Yeah, actually, all this government bureaucracy is starting to go away. Huzzah. And the other group of people saying the death camps are being set up. Hitler is in power. Every aspect of American society is being destroyed. All minorities are being oppressed. The police are being basically given SS, collars and told to set things up and the Gestapo are in control of these things. And they're going to exist on parallel. And you'll see 24 hours a day, people just drinking that from a cup. That's what's going to happen. And this side that's listening to that nonsense is going to get so angry that by 2028, they're going to feel like they're the revolution, and they're going to start bombing people. They're going to take to the streets, shoot people, throw bricks through windows, all kinds of things, because it's a madness that's there. And it's been getting worse and worse and worse every election cycle. The last one, we had BLM. All the cities had huge protests. People took over parts of the cities for a time. And it was, I guess, totally justified, mostly peaceful violence. In fact, it was so absurd. I remember reading an open letter by public health officials and doctors saying we shouldn't shut down the BLM protests, citing COVID, because racial justice was more important than COVID. And we apparently, the pandemic won't affect all these people marching densely packed through the streets, hundreds of thousands of them, because they're marching for BLM and somehow they're safe doing that. But everybody else, your business has to be shut down. Your place of faith has to be shut down. You can't educate your children. You can't leave your home. You can't go to a restaurant. If you can, everything has to be tightly controlled and moderated. You got to show papers to even do that. You have to stand in the queue 6 feet apart. And everything has to be treated like we're basically in an Armageddon pandemic. But if you're marching for BLM, it's like all the old rules can apply, and you can just take to the streets like the old Martin Luther King rallies, and everybody's deeply, deeply packed together and densely there, and sleeping with each other and coughing on each other and all these things, because that's what young kids do. That has no public health consequence. That's that parallel reality that people live in. And you explain this to people, And certain people of certain political persuasions, they say it doesn't look like anything to me. That's not a contradiction. We have to do that. It's the just thing to do. Why? Because the government said so. They're so brainwashed into this thought process. They can't escape from it. And they're stuck in that bipolar world of one side versus the other side. And it's really sad because that's not how you run a nation. It's not how you run a business. Could you imagine running a business where the CEO says, I get to be the CEO because the other CEO is so bad, and if you elect that CEO, then you've put Hitler in charge of the company. Yeah, but what are you going to do to make Microsoft a better company? Like, what's your strategy? What's your vision? What's your policy? How are we going to? What's our AI strategy? Oh, I have a better AI strategy than that other CEO that's running. Believe me, I'll be the best. And that other person that's running is literally Hitler. And if you put that person in, he'll kill all the Microsoft employees. It just, that's madness. You wouldn't pick a leader this way, but that's how we're actually doing it right now in the United States of America. Are you happy with that? And when you say a comment like that, you're part of the problem. You're not solving anything. You're not moving us forward.